Hello everybody, here we are and welcome back. Alrighty, by the way, I were live long time ago, of course today itself, and here I am again. I were live, what kind of grammar am I using? Just imagining over here, I wish I were live, but okay. I was live long time ago, kind of 3 to 4 hours ago and all. And it's time to just simply continue with that particular project. The goal was to give 3 hours to that self project where I'm just simply working on the things on my own, and I have already given 2 hours. That means the remaining 1 hour will be completed this time, and then I will start learning the things about WebRTC, kind of how I know about WebRTC, but how I can actually implement that is yet to be learned. Okay, so this is how things are gonna be going on. Am I audible? Well, song is quite good in the background. Okay, let's keep it this much and continue with the things. So what can I actually do here? Okay, so I was somewhere here, and this is the hook that I actually created, use register hook. It simply uses the use mutation ultimately react query, and has a function that registers the user and simply returns the result, and just I'm saving everything there, simply getting the things done. So this is one of the hooks that I have, and kind of it's good to have the hook, because if I use it directly it's gonna be too much. Otherwise I could have had it directly as well. That's also possible, but using the hook makes it a bit easier to just maintain. So this is one of them, and as I have this particular hook over here, mutation register user, so this is actually gonna be giving me more options here at the end of the day. More options in the sense, if I actually check the things out, so mutation register user dot, I'm going to get my data. I'm gonna be getting is pending, is success, and these are the things that I'm getting. So submitted, and forget about this. I'm gonna be getting is success, whether it is success, is pending, and is error if there's any error, and error data and all. So these are the things that I'm actually getting. On the basis of this thing, I can just work on many things. Having said that, as soon as I click on submit, so I get is submitting, because I'm using form over here, and this form will even tell me whether it was successful or not. So kind of I'm having lots of options over here. Is yeah, it even gives me submit a successful, so I'm gonna be going with submit for now, and not really require anything else apart from this. So while submitting, because all the things are gonna be handled by this, so not even worried about anything as such. Register gets done successfully, that's the only thing that was important, and the UI related stuff is directly being handled by use form. Having said that, I could have gotten some of the things from here as well, mutation register user. So this is one of the first things that actually got done here, and let's get rid of this. Apart from this particular thing, the same thing I can implement in the login section. So when it comes to implementing this, so I can actually come here, face.tsx, and over here I have things being implemented quite well. In that case, let's use it here. This is where it should definitely be used, right? So what am I actually gonna be doing here? I will directly use the, instead of creating a hook, I will directly use the use query, like a react query, and of course mutation is gonna be used here. So const mutation, that's gonna be equals to use mutation. It will be coming from react, and just in here I will be having some of the options over here. So in order to have a better understanding of it, I'm just gonna be going here. I already have a mutation here, and inside the mutation I will have two things. I will have the mutation function, and I will have on success, and I will be invalidating the queries and all. Invalidating the query means while querying the data, I will be just adding the query here, like query key, this to do query key, and here I will be invalidating that. That's fine. So let's do the same. By the way, apart from this particular thing, I could get a query generator, like kind of, yeah. So this is no doubt that's gonna work. Apart from this particular thing, I can have actually a query key generator, but that can be done later. So use mutation. I'm gonna be having mutation function. Mutation function, just like this. Again, that needs to be a function, so I'm gonna be having function directly in here rather than creating it separately. So it is actually gonna be something like this. Apart from this particular thing, what else do I need? I need just invalidate. I need on success. By the way, I'm gonna be actually having many things. Mutate on settled, on success. There must be on either as well if I'm not wrong. Okay, never mind. It doesn't really matter. On success is enough for us right now. And again, this is gonna be a function, and I will be getting the things done here. When it comes to this mutation function, so ultimately I will have post to do, and over here what will I have? So wherever I'm calling this particular mutation function, at that time the data will be automatically reached here. So I will have my data here, and as I have my data here, should I be calling it here? I mean, it is not the worst thing ever, right? Yeah. So I will get my data here, and as soon as I got my data here, then I can actually make a request and return it from here. So let's simply cut this particular part from here and have it over here, and once I got my response, then I can just simply return the response. And I think use auth, the mutation function, it used the register, and in the register I made a request, I got the response, I simply sent the response back. The same thing I'm gonna be doing here. So if I'm in the login page, right here I just simply made a request, and once I got the response, I'm gonna be just simply returning the response. That can be success, that can be false, that's another case, but for now that's what I'm gonna do. And to make it simpler, I'm even gonna be removing this thing from here, and rather I will directly be returning this. So as I got the data, making the request, and on success I will be getting the result. Yeah, I will be getting the result, and as I got the result, first of all, auth client that I don't have yet. So what will I be doing? Not auth client, there is actually a query client, just like this. I hope that's how it's gonna be going on. So as this query client I'm gonna be having over here, this is will be a result of use query client here, just like this. And once I have this use query client, and I can invalidate my queries, invalidating the query in the sense somewhere here, query client dot invalidate queries. And how will I be invalidating that? I'm gonna be just providing a query key, and query key is actually gonna be auth. I mean, that should be enough for me right here. And I hope I haven't even provided any query key, but in here this auth was provided, so that's why I have this here too inside this page.tsx. So apart from this particular thing, I will be saving in the state. So update the state, just like this. I will be updating my state over here. Once I got the result, this result contains what? This result contains everything that comes from the database, and that simply means I can add so over here I can actually check if result dot success. First of all, this, just like this. If this is so, why am I getting this 0? Success does not exist on access response type. Yeah, fine. So what am I actually returning from here? This is something that should not be returned. So const response is gonna be just like this. As for returning the things from here, I will be returning a response.data that will actually contain the real one. Once I'm returning that, after that, if it is true, then I will be doing something. If it is success, and if it is a failure, in that case, I will be just simply adding null. I mean that should be pretty much straightforward, right? And what am I doing here inside this use auth? Set user result.data.user. Result.data.user. I'm not even checking whether the user data actually exists or not. If the user does not exist, then so result.data.user will not exist. In that case, let's do one thing. Let's go to the set user, and not here. Result.data.user. So this result, I'm getting it because of this particular function, and I have success, I have response message, and in case of failure, user is actually gonna be null. In this case, it should not be problematic. So over here, it's gonna be fine, at least even if the user does not exist or it failed. So I will have the user property that will be equals to null, and that will be saved. And as for this one, this particular thing, so first of all I check whether this is a success response or not. If this is a success response, apart from this particular thing, while submitting it, I will have const I'm gonna change the UI. For changing the UI, I'm gonna need dispatch. I already have the dispatch over here, and because I already have dispatch here, I can just simply do dispatch and set user and result.data.user. And on the other hand, if that's actually equals to false, then I will not be doing anything. Yeah, or you can even do that dispatch and set user, and user is actually gonna be null in that case. So this is how I'm gonna be going ahead, and query client invalidator response.data.success. Now this is not even needed. Toast messages, these messages are needed, and I'm gonna be having them here. Let's have them somewhere here. As for this message, so this is actually gonna be the result that I got. So it actually can be result.message, and I will be resetting the form. I will be redirecting the user, and lastly, I will be invalidating the query. As for this thing, not quite needed. That can be a success message, that can be a failure message. Both the things are gonna be coming from the backend side. Okay, this should definitely be fine right now, at least. So this thing is done, and this is the mutation function that I have, and does this need to be like this, or mutation should not be called inside on submit? So this mutation should be just outside somewhere. Okay, I'm calling it inside. That's problematic actually. So let me do one thing. Let me cut this part from here. Let me just simply have it just like that somewhere here. So this is the mutation part I have. Use mutation, it simply gets the data and the result thing and all. And while submitting, I'll just have one thing here. I already have my mutation dot mutate asynchronously. I will be getting it done, and I'll just simply give it the data, and it should does the job. What is the problematic thing here then? Argument of email string password string is not assignable to parameter wide. Okay, I'm using mutate async. This is where I'm using use mutation function. Last time I did not get this error. Why am I getting this now? So when I use mutation.mutate, I just provided the data, and as soon as the data is provided, it is passed down to this particular function, and I have the remaining things. The problem here is that that's unable to accept that. So this data I'm getting. What's wrong with this data? It contains email and password, and it seems to be fine. Mutation, let's make it a mutation login user. This one, instead of having just this much. Not that. Mutation login user, so that I actually know this is the mutation of the login user. And as for this error, I didn't get this error while registering the user. So whenever I used this, mainly inside this particular section, so while I had kinds of the same things. I was getting it from user register user, and this is the section that was used. I was awaiting it. Could it be the region here too? So if I actually await this, then what will happen? I'm still getting this error. So mutation login user, and inside this I'm just simply using this use mutation. This is coming from 10-stack query, and the same thing was happening here too. This use mutation actually came from 10-stack query. Then it has the register user. That register user actually had the data type on, and it just returned the response and returned this particular section as well, and then it was fine. I mean, working. In case of this thing, I have login mutation. This is the data that I have, including email and password, and this particular data gets passed here, and the type of this data is of course gonna be login payload type. No, I'm not getting any error, but I definitely like to check whether it is the same data or not. CLG mutation login user data. This is actually gonna be the data. So let me check whether I get the same data or not. For checking this thing, everything is already running. I can go here. Let's click on login this time. User is still none. I'm gonna be using this password 1234. Let's click on submit and see what happens. How long will it take to just simply log in the user? Okay, login was successful, and if I come here, I'm getting the user. This is coming from page.tsx, so that's fine. I logged something else too, and that section was logged somewhere here. Mutation login data while logging in, but mutation login user data, this is the data that I'm getting, email and password, and that's what expected, right? So the only problem is that it does not have any type of it, and because of that thing it is throwing the error. So login payload type should simply resolve this error. Fine, let me close this thing as well again, and most of the things are already done. I'm not really worried about anything else. Let me do one more thing. That once I have this mutation login over here, so it's submitting, I'm already getting CLG. Let's do CLG and mutation login user dot I will be getting my data over here. I will be getting the error, failure counter, and so many things. But let's have is pending, then mutation is success, and lastly, nothing. Mutation login dot is pending error. I'm just gonna be having one more thing. I can have many more things, and apart from the error, I can get is error. Just like this, I can keep it just at the top. And let's see, one more thing I'm gonna be having, mutation login dot data. These are the things or properties that I get. Data, error, context failure. I mean, there are so many things, but these are the ones that can be helpful for me right here. I can come back here again, reload the page. Let's go to the login page. And false, null undefined. Means pending, success, error, everything is false. Is success false, is error false, pending false, data, and they are undefined. That's fine. Let's try to do this. Then what will happen? Is pending is true. Yeah, is pending is true, but remaining are false and undefined. Keep waiting for a while, and let's see what's gonna happen. Here we are. So at the end, then it was true, and then is pending became false. Success became true, and everything was null. And this was the data, and this was the user. Fine. Kind of it is working as expected. So these are the states that we get on the go in kind of good way, good use of using these libraries and all. Okay, so this much I've done. Login section is done well. I mean, I'm using lots of tech stack. That's a plus point of this particular stuff here. Remaining things are almost the same, so I don't really need to worry about them. Similarly, this section is even being used for the registered user. That's again plus point. And I'm using a particular hook for registering the user. That's again a good thing. And this particular thing got done here. So overall things are working great. Now whenever I'm gonna be needing to get the user information, I will be able to get that too. Coming back to this, if I go to source and controllers, auth, I have login, I have logout, and I have get profile. One more thing that I will be having here, that's gonna be verify. auth/me, export const me async. Should I have it here? Async handler, async request response. It will actually be just like this, and I will have kind of the same logic. I will check the user, whether the user exists or not, or in simple words, verify. me/verify. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead. And in this particular case, if it is me, I will be checking if a request dot is authenticated or not. If it is authenticated, I will just simply return what? Response.status. That's response.status. That's gonna be http status.ok and .json. New API response. Let's keep it 200 over here for now. Start changing it. User is authenticated. as for the data is authenticated, it actually is authenticated is gonna be true here, or the I can even make it simpler, making it simpler in the sense user authentication message let's make it universal. Authentication message, this is just that, not really gonna be changing a lot. And as for this thing is authenticated is gonna be request dot is you is authenticated or not. This should be fine. Why not? And when it came to this, I can just simply go to the route section. This is of course gonna be me, and me is gonna be equals to me will be imported here. Okay, let's check this thing out. So no way, right? First of all, this is actually gonna be a get request. Second thing, I can come back here. This needs to be let it be open. Few things here. First of all, this auth, I need to remove it. It is coming from panes.tsx. Panes.tsx of what? It is coming from the dashboard side, from this page. That's fine. Let's simply go to the login page. That is something needed. I want to go to the login page, just like this. Here I'm in the login section, and having, what is the goal right now? The goal is to go to /me if I'm logged in. Okay, let's go to /me. My front backend is running on at 0. Oh, that's gonna be problematic. I actually need to send a request to /me from my front end side. Sending a request means I can come back here, front end side, and when do I need to authenticate? I am actually gonna be creating a middleware here to just authenticate the user. But before that, let's do one thing. Let's go to app. Let's go to auth layout. And over here I will try to get the information. So what am I doing? Router, use effect, and get profile. This is wrong. Check auth. This should actually be check auth. It is inside services. Check auth.ts. It is just simply be. It is going to be used for checking auth, and /auth. It will simply tell me whether the user is authenticated or not, and if response.data.success. I will be returning response.data is authenticated, just like this. Response.await access client get auth/me, and otherwise I will be returning this. That's fine. I can come back here again. This time I need to import check auth, and from here is authenticated is going to be returned. Get rid of this, just like this, and if is authenticated, that's it. Dashboard page. Let's go there in data. Let me even check it here. response is actually gonna be response. If I try to go to the login page, what will happen? I'm redirected to the dashboard page. I don't want to be redirected like this, really bad. In that case, let's comment this, and that's it. Okay, one more thing, check user. Okay, that's fine. Check user. Okay, great. Reload the page. And am I getting something? Not really. Why am I not getting anything? That is a good question. Because not found. API v1 auth me. This was not found. Check auth. Uncaught error. By now. Await access now. If I reload it one more time, will I still get the same? Yeah, I am getting the same there. That means it is not found 404. I need to restart my backend. I just forgot this. Now it is returning with the response, and in the response, I have many things. Response.data. There's nothing inside the data. Isn't it crazy? Inside the data there should be something, but there's actually nothing. First of all, over here I will be getting the response.data. I'm not worried about anything else. Let me reload the page one more time. I will be getting this rid of this error. I don't know why am I getting this. I will figure it out just right now. But let's wait for a while. User authentication message data. There is actually nothing inside that. Amazing job. So what can I do? Go back to the backend and is authenticated is not really working as expected. I need to make it like this. Sorry. That simply means I need to run it again. That simply means I need to send the request again, and I need to wait. It takes a lot of time, and that is why I'm gonna be persisting the result. Persisting in the sense, it will always be persisted. It's not like it will always be persisted. I will be just simply making the request in the background, and I will be just getting the things done this way as well. So is authenticated is actually true this time. That simply means it will work fine. So far it is good. I can come back here again, and I can turn it on. Turning it on means if it is authenticated, in that case I will be redirecting it to the dashboard. If I reload the page, first of all I'm on the login page. After some time I will be redirected, and this is boring. Really? It's not done yet? Huh? What went wrong? Okay, right now I should be redirected. Lol. I just remain there. It's not working as expected. Never mind. I'm sending my data from there, and as soon as data is actually received here from the response.data, what am I sending? Response.data.is authenticated is something that I'm sending from this side. Is this something I should be sending? Response.data.is authenticated. So yeah, that is something that I should be sending. And as I sent it here, so whenever this layout receives this is authenticated, it will be pushing it. Yeah, it will be pushing it, and why is it not able to push it? First of all, this request takes a ton of time. I mean, literally. Do the requests usually take this much time? Not really. Mainly because I'm using Prism or something. It is taking a lot of time. This is insane. Let's check the value of is authenticated. Is authenticated over here, just like this, and I can come back here again, just reload the page and wait for the message. Is authenticated is undefined. Great. Because of this thing I'm getting the error. So this is authenticated is undefined. Check auth. What am I returning from here? CLG is authenticated. Response dot data dot is authenticated. Adda. Both of them are undefined. चलता है भाई, ले ले मजे. Let's try to log in right now. I need to go to /me page, not /me page. And now if I try to go to login, that's still undefined. Data dot is authenticated. Why is that so? CLG response dot data. Response dot data. Am I crazy? Response dot data dot success is okay. Response dot data dot is authenticated. Obviously. Come back here again. Take a sigh of relief and see the result in action. Yeah, here we are, but it took some time. And our goal is to just simply don't have any time. So I will be persisting the data, and then it will be changed. And once it changes, right now it actually becomes true, and as it becomes true, then okay, it does the job, and I can just simply get rid of this. So it is kind of working right now. Close this, and over here I'm getting it is authenticated. As per that, it's just simply redirecting that. Now I'm gonna be asking ChatGPT about a better solution, because my request usually takes time, and maybe I'm using some different data use here. Let me do one more thing. This time I'm actually gonna be going to NeonDB. Otherwise I will be getting my local, I will be installing Docker. This is something that needs to be done really quick. How about the live? I didn't even check whether it is going on well or not. That is so bad, but never mind. Okay. I was supposed to be live for an hour, and as soon as it is done, then I will start working on the WebRTC section. Yeah, something like that. Neon Auth is managed authentication service that stores a user session directly in your database. Neon Auth is a managed authentication service that stores users and sessions directly in your database. Let's go ahead like this for now. NeonDB. What was the name of the database? Not required. NPX Prisma Migrate Dev. Wow, it is unable to reach the database. That's interesting. Primary pending. When will you be ready, bro? Activate, yeah. I just hope it to be faster than that. If it is not, then it's not use even changing anything. But let's see whether it is even faster or not. And most of the authentication related stuff is done. Now I can just simply go to the main WebRTC related logic. It's okay, fine. Applying migrations. Okay, these are the migrations that I actually made. It is just simply applying all of them. Git npm run dev. Now I can come back here and let's see how long it actually takes to just simply do the stuff. So reload the page. I have to go to the home page. I can register a new user. Okay, user registered successfully, and I should be redirected to the home page, but I am not. Okay, that's fine. Let's go to the login. The user is already logged in. That simply means if I try to go to the login page right now, the user is logged in already, right? I'm not sure whether I'm saving this state, so let me do it one more time. Now if I try to go to the login page, it's not that fast, but it is kind of okay, does the job. What else? The next thing is that, especially if I don't want this type of thing, then I can have a loading good stuff actually. It's time to use what? It's mainly time to use middlewares on the front end side in Next.js. How can we use middleware? Of course, I'll know more about it from the documentation itself. So Next.js middleware, and nowadays they are called proxies, if I'm not wrong. So you are currently viewing documentation Next.40 Next.js proxy. Getting started with the proxy. Starting with Next.js 16, middleware is now called proxy to better reflect its purpose. The functionality remains the same. Thank you. So I'm gonna be getting Next.js response over here from the next server, getting the type for that, and after that a function request, next request, return next request, redirect. It will be redirecting to the home request. Okay, fine. Alternatively, you can use the default export matcher about path, export default function proxy request. Okay, fine. That's it, done. Literally just this much. It is not at all gonna be helping me. Control F, Control K, proxy. It turns out I have only this much. That's it. Remaining things I have to do on my own. Not a bad thing. So as for the proxy, I will have it on the proxy.ts somewhere here. You can export to literally, yeah, this is insane. Let me search something good on Google. Proxy in Next.js. चल भाई आजा. I just need an example. That's it. Next config.mjs. Do I have that? I have next config.ts. The thing is that in the programming world, the things change so far and so fast that doesn't matter what you write. Soon it's gonna be replaced with the new things, and that's what happened with this thing. I have one last option when it comes to proxy. So I must have used inside the BetterAuth tutorial. So wherever I learned that, I haven't used it there, or have I? I can go to my notes. Thankfully, or thank God, I am even managing my notes along with the learning. So sometimes if I really get stuck, then it gets easy for me. Middleware metadata SEO. Hmm. Okay, the next thing or the next job is gonna be H1 to do middleware slash proxy in Next.js. Didn't really find any good stuff here. It's not like I have no idea, but when did I use it? Proxy. I just need to have an example. I can understand that, but I need to have an example to just get the idea. What's a clone? Deployment testing cluster, better tutorial, Xclydra, friendly app server actions, draw app testing. Nothing is here. Nothing worth using. Cluster in JS, okay fine, got that. In that case, what can I do? Next.js proxy for authentication. It is the same, isn't it? Proxy.js, it is on the Next.js website. Okay, this is what I was looking for. I need to go through this page. Where is this actually? Inside this one. So if I actually go to the home page, click on docs and go to file system conventions, and over here I will get the proxy. And this is what I have to just simply go through. So I will be going through this particular things over here, and once I've gone through everything, I will know how the proxy is actually used. Better to go through the website of the Next.js itself, right? So I'm gonna be catching up soon. Until then, I actually have to go somewhere. So how long has it been? It's already been 53 minutes. So kind of I can consider it done. The next time that when I'm gonna be coming, at that time I will be learning the things about WebRTC and video calls and all. And as for now, let's simply call it here. And from tomorrow onwards, I will continue with this particular project. Over there, I will be learning about middleware in Next.js, and we will be implementing the things as well. And now I'm gonna be going live very soon. And over there, we will be talking about the WebRTC stuff and all. Take care.